Hi, lovelies. This is Joy. Welcome to my healing kitchen. And today I wanted to discuss some very important lessons that Spirit taught me after I lost one of my nice earrings. And by the way, this is the second time I'm doing this video. The first time I forgot to turn my microphone on. So that was another nice lesson that Spirit gave me. I had everything timed out exactly, and my microphone wasn't on. So I had to do the whole thing over. My husband helped me, though, so it was okay. It turned out okay. Anyway, let me show you the earring that I'm talking about, and let me discuss the story of how I lost the darn thing. So I had a dress on, and I had put on my earrings, and I didn't like how they looked. So I put the earrings back in the earring holder, okay? And this is the earring that I'm talking about. You can see that is a good size earring, okay? Let me put my finger next to it so you can see how big that really is. Do you see that? That is a big, big earring. And it's not light either. So I put it back here with the other one, and then I turned away and I heard it drop. Okay, I heard that. And at the time, because I was in a rush, I thought to myself, well, just go and find it later. So later, it was like a week later, okay? Now I want you to see the area that it could have fallen, okay? So I was thinking, okay, maybe it fell on my my necklaces. No. And you'll see how this is straight up to the wardrobe. So there's no place that that earring could have fallen down there, okay? I also took all these things off and I emptied them out. They're not in there. The earring is not in there, okay? And it's not on the ground. And anyway, so I said, I was remembering how a friend of mine told me that how their mother, who was from South America, whenever they lost something, they would turn a glass over. And I thought, okay, why would you turn a glass over? Is the earring supposed to show up in the glass? I don't know why they would turn the glass over. I think maybe it was to keep their mind off of searching, and so just doing something would ease their mind and make them think that they were doing something, so they would chill out. And then I don't know. I can't imagine why they would do that. Regardless, the other thing is my husband told me that when he was at a job and he would drop like a screw, and if he couldn't hear it bounce, he figured it went into another dimension. And I thought, oh, okay, so somebody in heaven is wearing my earring. I mean, I don't even know what that means. So anyway, let me discuss with you the 3 memories that Spirit gave me, and then I realized maybe I was being a little unreasonable. For one, Spirit showed me when I found things on the ground or something, and how happy that I've been that I've found them. I found some jewelry on the ground, partial jewelry that's been broken, and I've fixed it. Now, granted, this was a pretty heavy-duty piece of jewelry, so whoever found it, it wouldn't have been broken. But Spirit showed with me the fact that somebody could have picked that up and really needed a pick-me-up, needed to feel happier, and saw something like that and decided to make something out of it. Maybe they could even use it as a charm for the necklace. So I thought, okay, all right, well, that's true. And then the other memory that Spirit shared with me was I had all of this tremendous amount of fabric. I had so much fabric, I could have opened a small fabric store. I really could have. It was that much. And how I loved it, and how I had had much of it for 10 or more years. It was beautiful. It was a lot of it was specialty fabrics that were a lot of money. So when I decided that I needed to downsize, I thought, okay, well, maybe I can sell that. And then I thought, well, how long is that going to take to sell it? So I decided not to do that. And I decided to just look up instead for certain groups that would use it, like theater groups. And that made me happy to be able to give it away. So in that way, Spirit was saying, less things will not make you unhappy. It'll make you happier, especially when you give them away to people and make them happy. So I thought, okay, all right, that's a good lesson. Then the last memory that I had that made the most impact was about 10 years ago. I had some earrings that I really liked, and they were wire earrings. They were a nice crystal that was designed to look like diamond, but they were crystal, and it was really pretty. There was a heart a heart at the end of it, and it dangled, and it was iridescent, really pretty. And then it had like 5 channeled stones up above it that were also clear. And I lost one of them, and I was really, really bummed out. Well, later on that night, somebody was taking me out to dinner someplace I had never been before. And as we were walking to the restaurant, I happened to look down, which is not another thing that I would not normally do. This is a parking lot that I've never been in before. I looked down, and there was something sparkly, and I picked it up. Now, it was a wire earring, just like the one I had lost. It had crystals in it, and approximately the same size as the one I lost, and the channel set little stones as well. And I held it in my hand, and I thought, wow, this has the same aspects to it as the one I lost. Now, it wasn't the one that I lost, but what it felt like was Spirit was saying, or my guides were like, we really want you to have this earring that you lost. We can't get it to you. However, we can get you something similar. And at that moment, I felt so loved and taken care of. And I thought, wow, they really care. And then I thought to myself, okay, those loving experiences are way more important than having found the earring that I lost. And it was just really beautiful. So those were the 3 lessons that Spirit showed me about my missing earring. And while I'm still not liking the fact that my earring is gone, that does make me feel a little better. And one of these days, maybe you'll see me on a video, and I've got 2 of those earrings in my ears, and you'll know I'll have found them. And we'll have a party and drink a toast. And by the way, I'm still getting over my cold, so that's what that's about. Anyway, lovelies, you have a nice day. I love you. And take care of yourselves. Bye.